Matt, do you know the tune of Shosholoza?
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Right.
Welcome to another episode of No Results and Excuses, where we talk fitness nonsense and partial facts. My name is Atlee Bauman, and as always, my co-hosts
Justin Swart.
Courtney Dick.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
How's it?
Welcome to the show. Where are we, Justin?
We are in Royal Ascot.
Yeah. You give everyone that.
Oh, bleeping this out.
We are at my house.
Matt's making a note. He's taking that part out.
Just
Leave that
flag
part
that part.
Otherwise, Kealan's going to come visit you.
Yes.
Justin.
Kealan's invited to come and train.
It's alright, I've got a garage, we can throw down.
Yeah.
And go head to head.
You have to bring some weights because you only have 10 kilos.
That's true. Currently I can only do a 30 kg snatch.
Yeah. But the roof is nice and high, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So we're in our like 5th or 6th studio.
Yeah.
We've
Thanks
got
for having us.
So many studios.
It's a pleasure, guys. Thanks for trekking all this way. I know you had to find your passports to get here.
Yeah. And is this your study?
This is Chelsea's makeup room.
Okay. So we've got makeup for Courtney today.
Yes.
Yes. I see Courtney's been eyeing out the gold. There's a little bit of glitter there too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We asked for makeup. Did people respond and send makeup to us? Not yet.
We have one response for and we're not going to go over it. So
Okay.
we've got no responses this last week.
Useless response.
Yeah, I think people are fatigued of us. It's over.
Yeah.
We didn't mention that we did 10 episodes last week.
Oh yeah, this is
We
number
didn't talk
11.
about it. This is number 11.
Yeah.
So well done to the three of us.
Yeah, well done.
Nobody thought we'd make it this far.
10 hours of content, maybe 30 hours of preparation.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's
like
editing time.
Jeez, WhatsApp messages.
Yeah.
Copious
But-
amounts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to meet at the right place and all that. So we're going to do it another 10 times.
Yeah. So we get to 100, then we get to 1,000 and 1,000,000.
Cool.
Once we get to 1,000,000, we'll be making as much money as Joe Rogan.
Yes.
And we won't be alive. It'll be for my child.
Yes. One day when you're dead, your child can listen to this.
Yeah, you can listen to this and you can enjoy the money it has created.
If the internet still exists.
After the 50th episode, we'll probably release our first book.
Yes. Memoirs.
Memoirs of the No Rex podcast.
Yeah. By that time, we'll have achieved quantum supremacy.
Yes. And have a top 10
We'll
things
be
you
on
can
Justin's
do
level.
to be successful in life.
Yes. Yeah, Justin's bookshelf right next to Ben Bergeron.
And Tim Ferriss.
Tim Ferriss, yes. Oh man, I used to listen so much to Tim Ferriss. I gave up on that guy. It just became too repetitive. But I think I learned a few things.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
I think
Basically, I never listened to. I think I try to listen to one. Is it just motivational stuff?
Yeah, he gets like people who are successful and he asks them like, what did you do to be successful? But everybody does like different stuff. People are like, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and other people are like, I drink lemon with vodka and stuff like that. You just say random things.
And it's hard to say like I'm a different person to that person, so I can't replicate that person's way of life.
yeah, I guess you could identify with maybe 3 out of 50 elements and say, right, that sounds cool. I'm going to drink beetroot juice with my breakfast.
It'll fit with me.
And I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and I'm going to reduce the temperature in my room to X degrees because apparently it helps with sleep.
Yeah.
And then see if it works.
Try it out for a week and you're like, fuck it down.
Yeah. Came back to
This
normal.
is
Like, back to normal. Everything works well in my life, just the way it is right
Water,
now.
hot bedroom, and wake up at 8 a.m.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I woke up at 8 a.m. That'd be so nice.
That would be it'd be really nice.
Really nice.
But thanks, Tim. Please share the podcast.
Yes.
All the excuses, no results.
Yeah, results.
I mean, it's in the name.
So what are we talking about today? CrossFit again.
Yep. CrossFit for everyone.
Courtney, you make it sound like perhaps you'd like to be talking about something else.
Yes, we're going to get the winners of the Virgin Active Grid Games on. We're going to talk to them, rather.
And then we need a share by Virgin Active.
Yes.
By Richard Branson.
Look,
I
we
mean-
can't float on 7 listeners every month.
No.
No.
A week.
So So
I mean, there's also F45. We could talk about them too.
Yes, we need to go there and interview the founder. I don't know what his name is.
I think they closed their shop in Camps Bay recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They weren't making money.
How many were there?
There's one in Camps Bay, and I think there's another one in Woodstock.
Okay.
There was
Jeez.
one.
And are they similar to Switch, or not?
Well, F45 is stands for functional 45. So come in, do functional movements for 45 minutes apparently,
Okay.
No. Okay.
So-
rather than an hour.
So they closed down. They must have not been making money.
I mean, Camps Bay is a supposedly good area to be in if you want to
Especially
open a
not
gym.
there to pay to be
There
there.
isn't anything out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess it didn't bite.
Yeah.
Not enough feet coming in.
Well, we need to open up a CrossFit there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Muscle
Tell
Beach.
you.
Muscle Beach. Yes, let's make a Venice Beach kind of vibe, like where Arnold and Reg Park and those guys used to go.
Oh, but the big rings up and everything.
That would be
Where's
epic.
that video? I mean, those videos. You always see the CrossFit athletes always go there and they're doing like ring muscle ups and
Yes,
stuff.
just in outside beaches.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
There's also the other video. The one guy was being judged. I don't know what his name was, and he was also out on a big beach. It was
Chandler Smith.
It was judged for fitness in Cape Town.
Yes, I remember that. And he had
Um,
a massive crowd, and they were going crazy. It was like a South American guy.
It was in South America. Then.
Yeah.
Chandler, yeah, where was Chandler Smith? I know
Chandler
you're
Smith,
talking
I
about.
think that was Miami. It had to be Miami.
Miami. That was Wallapalooza.
Yes.
Qualifier,
What a
yeah.
qualifier.
Yeah.
That looked pretty cool.
Chandler and Noah.
Cool. Well, we can do that on the beach. Who do we
Yeah.
talk to? The council?
Yes, the city.
Do you have
I
any
know.
connections?
I know lots of people.
And James Thompson.
James Thompson.
James
yes.
Thompson.
James Thompson owns the beaches of that area.
Cool.
Well,
Camps
let's get
Bay,
this
Clifton,
going.
Forth.
Yeah.
We'll go for 2036.
2036? 2036, that's a long time.
That's when it gets passed. That's how long it takes.
Cheapest. So 20.2, CrossFit Open 20.2, there were some scoring adjustments. And our favourite man, Lefteris Theophanidis, the big dangerous man from Greece, he got a scoring adjustment for a false start and for not breaking the vertical plane. You know, like your heels are supposed to be behind the line. You do toes to bar. So he didn't do that. But there's no way that Lefteris is going to survive 20.3.
No.
Yeah. We watched his video. You watched his video,
I
Justin?
watched his video.
Yeah.
And
I was
Armin brought it to
appalled.
light.
I was appalled,
Yes.
actually.
I like the fact that we picked this up before it was a thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
we picked
We're
it
all
up before
talking about
anybody
it.
else.
Yeah, we're all talking about it.
Yeah. So he did a similar thing to what the Egyptian guy, Ilamda. Remember Ilamda?
Yes.
In 18.4, when we had the same workout as well. He also had some funny measurements. Because these guys think that the top of your head is where your head touches the wall, the back
Yes.
of your head.
Well, didn't
But they also do it with their fingers.
put his fingers somewhere around where his ear was at?
Yes.
And the
That's
camera
the
goes up and down and then comes back and the finger's somewhere else.
Yes.
And I'm sure the athlete at the time is thinking, all I got to do is work out really fast. And if there's a problem, well, CrossFit HQ can't blame the people they don't know.
Yes.
You know, it's really not professional to think like that.
Yeah. So Lefteris, he stood against the wall for 20.3, and someone put their finger against the wall, and I can't remember which finger, but basically they put their index finger against the wall to mark the top of his head in
Yes.
inverted commas. It was actually like the back of his head.
Yeah.
And then
It
the
was a
camera
guess, yeah.
moves away. So the camera moves away, and you have no idea whether this person has moved their finger or not. But then to make it even more obvious, when it comes back, they start measuring from a different finger. We're not even going to try and take it. And then, so he puts his arm against the wall and he measures 36 centimeters, his forearm length. And then he goes to the wall and he's supposed to divide it by 2. Now half of 36 is 18. He goes to the wall and he measures 16 from this moved finger,
Amateur.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then he posted a video and he said he tried to measure his arm again and he said, no, my arm is actually only 34 centimeters. And everyone was like, great, that's fine, but actually that's still not right because 16 is still not half of
Yes.
34.
And in the picture, on top of it, his hand's all crunched up and it looks like he's bending it downwards
Yes.
towards his elbow.
Yes.
Oh, this poor guy.
So he's got no chance. He's leading the Open now.
It's sad because let me say this. It's sad because he seems to be an incredible athlete.
Yes.
All right, we're not going to assume anything bad of him until such time that you have to. But if he were to fall X amount of places and lose that prestigious spot, which is first place, because of some really amateurish sort of measurements, it's sad.
Yeah.
Right? You would expect more from an athlete that is trying to make a statement and win the Open.
Yeah.
You don't just win the Open.
Yes.
You've got to be an incredible athlete.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, fuck, I hope he gets his shit together.
It's weird. Like these guys up there, why does he seem so lost? Like he just doesn't understand what's cracking.
Yeah, yeah.
It could also just be arrogant. He's arrogant to the point where he doesn't care to be precise enough.
Yes.
Because he's that good.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he hasn't hidden any of his videos. They're all freely available.
So does he? Then maybe he just thinks this is legit.
Yeah.
This is how you do it.
It's very strange because he, like
you
Justin
kept your own
says,
rules.
he's so good. He could win the Open without making dodgy videos.
And let's be honest, that's what makes the sport exciting. We want guys like this to emerge, drug free, and come and challenge a guy like Matt Fraser.
Yeah, exactly.
Please, rock up.
Yeah.
Ronnie Slaw, where you at?
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
So we're going to see what happens with Lefteris.
Now you're talking about 20.2 adjustments, and we're already right now on just the 20.4.
Yes.
Are they only bringing? Is this a second batch of adjustments?
Yes.
We've already had a few of these.
We've had 20.1, 20.2, and 20.3 has started with this guy.
Yes.
The first
but the adjustments haven't come through yet.
No,
of 20.3.
No.
Okay.
I think we're going to be amazed at what comes
so
through.
the HQ setting them up in little batches.
Yes.
Of
each week.
Okay, as they get through
They
them.
ask the top 40 for their videos, and then they judge them.
I thought 20.1 happened. They send out a batch before everything else, and then they send out a batch of 20.2.
No.
I didn't realize that. Okay, 20.3 comes in. They're still giving us some 20.1 ones.
Yes, 20.2 ones as well.
But
I suppose there's probably not many of them, and there's a lot of videos coming through.
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting is that they're asking the top 40, which is such a small percentage of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
But now, when we get to the end of the Open, I'm sure then they're going to ask every national champ.
Yes.
And that's where guys like Kealan Henry, if he's in that spot, or Jason Smith, who haven't been flagged. Not that they need to be flagged, but it's just close to home being South African. They would have to submit, and hopefully everything is in order there. Just like any other national champ. So the leaderboard is quite volatile right up until the 6th, 7th week of the Open, so to speak.
So that's what happened to our friend Mike Swatland last year, who won fittest in Botswana, but he said, look, I'm not trying to go to the games, I haven't filmed any of my videos. So they asked him for his videos, and he said, I don't have videos. And then they said, okay, well, in that case, we're going to invalidate all your Open scores, which is a bit silly. But I mean, the rules are the rules. So some people have said you should be able to mark yourself as non-competitive at the beginning of the Open. Say, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not going to film myself. This is ridiculous. But please don't delete all my scores because I'm trying to track my progress here.
Sure. That's interesting. Yeah.
I think it was Mike's idea. I think he said that.
Yeah. So I think it's a good idea. So that's going to happen to a lot of people. But you see, they adjusted Matt Fraser's score as well for 20.2. He did a couple of toast bar after the time.
Just one rep.
Just a little.
Just one.
They just had to do it just to keep everyone happy.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there saying, what about Matt Fraser?
No one touches that guy.
No one touches that guy.
Untouchable. And then Lefteris also did a false start, so he likes that.
Oh,
But let's talk about that false start, because it seems like a lot of athletes are not respecting the rule when it comes to standing tall until zero on the timer.
Yes.
I was confused by that. Remember I said in the last episode?
Yes.
I said I didn't even realise.
Yeah.
That's the stand, but it makes sense because they do say stand tall. Is it at the games?
Yes.
Or stand by. I assume.
They even say it in the workout description.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So people do it all the time. Like yesterday at the gym, I judged the guy on 20.4, and Justin's leading the workout, and Justin says 3, 2, and the guy does his first box jump.
Yes.
I just said no rep.
Yeah. Good.
Why are you doing that for?
But we require situations like that where you are informed and you call him out on it, and hopefully he realizes, shit, that was actually a false start, and that's something that it's not allowed, and hopefully he won't do it again.
Yeah.
One thing I was thinking of, while we're on this topic, is because some of the athletes are filming with the timer going on up on the wall. So your regular wall timer and your WOD-proof timer.
Yes.
There's a second delay sometimes between you getting your WOD-proof countdown. 10 seconds here and 10 seconds there.
Yes.
So what you might find in some of these athletes' defense, because we see a lot of big names here, is that they are doing something similar. Because they need the visual reminder of where they are. And then they need, obviously, the WOD-proof timer. So they could be starting on 000 on the wall timer, but then WOD-proof app starts a second later. So then it's like, well, we got to submit the video, and now you false started. So how do you address that?
You should sync your phone to a computer screen somewhere, but that's unnecessary.
That's unnecessary. Maybe we will get some more advanced wall timers in the future.
Or just someone to shout, go. when the phone gets
When
to...
the phone goes,
When the phone goes to 0, yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't be using a wall timer then.
Yeah, so Willie George did it again. He keeps false starting. So he's false started in both workouts. Cole Sager, like you say, there's a lot of big names. BKG, Valner, Logan Collins.
These guys just want to get at it.
Yeah.
Excited bunch.
Yeah, I just want to win.
They just want to win, yeah, at all costs.
Geez, I watched Annie do her first box jump in her 18.4 video last night.
20.
She looked... Sorry, 20.4, what did I say?
18.4.
18.
Goodness. She looked very excited.
Yeah.
That first box jump, like, bah! And the feet hit the box. Straight through the box.
Yeah. And he's sponsored by Polar.
Polar, that was pretty cool.
Did you see Sarah was done by the end?
Yes, I saw that.
Sarah
Yeah.
beat her.
Sarah
beat
was
her.
moving.
Yeah.
Sarah, she's going to win the Open and then do rubbish at the games.
Then you don't hear of her again.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll get a nice a vlog about it and all that.
Yeah.
And then we get there and she doesn't do very well.
Doesn't do very
Well,
well.
Whoop has been the main sort of heart rate monitoring brand that has been investing in the
It
CrossFit
seems
scene.
to. It was Butterfly Bros were pushing that
Yes.
whole thing.
But
Yes.
Polar's the first time I've heard of Polar through Annie.
Yeah.
And if Polar's getting involved, then Garmin should be on the way.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Now we wait.
Now we wait, yeah.
Diversify the market.
To sponsor us. We'll bring it to South Africa.
Sponsor the podcast, please.
Yes, give us all Polars.
Garmin would be really cool.
Garmin. Yeah, that's cool. I got this little cheapy thing. What is this? This is a Garmin.
You have a Garmin.
But this is like a 900 rand Garmin.
Can you email them for us?
Yes, I'll tell them I've got this one and my strap broke.
The Garmin head office just up the road, yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Justin,
Yeah.
please go knock on the door.
I'm going to go have a chat.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a soundbite with me.
Just take this little bit. They're going to love it.
So we got some scores for 20.3. We'll compare them to Justin Swart's score. So for the men, the top time was 5:48, Austin Maliola, which is just ridiculous.
When
That
Austin
is
Malio
insane.
stands fully erect,
Yeah.
his hands are touching the floor.
Yeah. He's proper 8-man. Eh?
Yeah.
Knuckle dragger.
What was 20.3 again?
20.3, the deadlift handstand push-up workout.
There we go.
Hmm.
Okay. Just in case
Yeah.
anyone's forgotten. Yeah. Not a bad workout.
I don't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Matt didn't like it because
Personally
he didn't
don't like
get to the
it.
handstand walks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like handstand.
I saw Matt doing a whole bunch of handstand walking after the workout just to get out of his system. I was like, "Man, what are you doing?" He's like, "No, I just feel like doing some
I
handstand
had to
walks."
tell myself I can still do it.
Oh, nice. I would have had to bear crawl, so I'm glad I didn't get there. Embarrass myself. So, Austin was really quick. He must have done all his handstand push-ups unbroken. And then Matt Fraser was third. Lucas Parker, how's about that?
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere in the top 5.
That's it though.
Even more surprising is the big man, Tola Morakinio.
Yes, I agree.
The man,
The biggest snatch in
biggest snatcher man.
yeah in CrossFit history or something.
Yeah. So he's there in the top 5. And then Annie. I'm surprised Sarah wasn't there because Sarah seems to beat Annie in all of Annie's videos. And then Sarah's not here in the top
Annie
5.
does it. She does a benchmark and then she goes and does it again by herself.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, and Sarah's like, no, I've got to have a pizza burger. And then she doesn't do it again. And then the most surprising is number 2 there, Brooke Wells.
Yes.
Yeah.
On a handstand push-up workout. She came second in the world.
So that's interesting because she got absolutely destroyed.
Yes.
When was it, in Mexico against?
Yes.
I forget her name.
Brenda
Brenda Castro.
Mm.
And then that was because of the standard.
Yes.
Yes.
And now it seems that Ben Bergeron had a chat with her
Yeah.
and said, "Listen, you embarrassed yourself,
Yeah.
and we will never let this happen again." And she goes and wins it.
Yeah.
Don't bring my brand down.
Yeah. The funny
You're in
thing is,
trouble.
in that workout with Brenda Castro, her time was pretty slow, and then when she did it by herself in the gym, her time was much faster.
Brenda.
Brooke.
Oh yes.
So Brooke always improves when she goes to the gym by herself.
Yeah.
When the standards are a bit tougher, then she struggles a bit.
Something's fishy there, and then it worries you now because people did question this, and then HQ's answer was, "Well, she has capacity."
That was a very interesting statement to make.
Yeah. So and then now it's like, oh, should we even send them an email now?
Yeah.
Stern email.
Yeah. So speaking about, so let's look at that. The fastest time in the world, 20.3, was 5:48, and then we had our friend Jacob Heppner, and I think he got 7:22.
Yes.
Which is not bad because he did it on his fists.
Yeah. So this was, remember we said we didn't when we recorded last, he had not made a statement yet.
No.
And he came out saying, yeah, cool. Oh, you've got
So
to
Jess, you want to remind us what happened in 18.4 with Heppner?
Yes, he got destroyed by the standard.
Yeah.
And
His forearms are too short.
His forearms were too short, and what was interesting is that he just was totally honest, and I guess he tried everything he could, but he just could not find a way around making it comfortable enough for him to get through the workout.
Yeah.
And it absolutely destroyed his chance of making it to the games because he got a ridiculous score, or at least a ridiculous placing on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Relative to his capacity.
Yeah.
And that was that. That was the end of him.
Yeah. So this time he said, look, I haven't grown any forearms that are longer. I still can't make it over, but I'm going to do them on my fists, which is dangerous. Matt, you tried to do it on your fists.
Yeah, so I'd give it a go. It's definitely possible. Well, he did obviously did it, but I was so worried that
you were going to roll.
One rolling.
Yes.
And then you fucked.
You buggered.
One good roll.
Yeah, so he hasn't rolled his fists. Yeah. But, so I wanted to play a little game of guessing. Do you think they'll allow this fisting handstand push-up? So I've got the uncommon movement clause here. It says, any movement deemed uncommon, out of the ordinary, or used to amend, shorten, or change the accepted movement standard or range of motion, including line of action, of any movement can and will be disallowed. So I was thinking there, it says, shorten or change the accepted movement standard. So if you're on your fist, are you not making it shorter?
Yeah, also is before that, isn't it just uncommon? No one in the world does it.
Yeah, it's uncommon. And it makes it shorter. So do you think they'll allow this? Because these 20.3 sanctions will come out next week. So they'll either let him in or they won't. What do you think, Jess?
So I'm gonna take it to the other side and say that if Heppner was capable of doing it on his knuckles, then I'm sure you would be able to find somebody on this earth that would be able to do it on their fingertips.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not saying that would be any better or worse.
Yeah.
But again, the standard is set. What these guys are doing is they're using their anatomy in a sort of unforeseen manner.
Yeah.
Like we've never seen this before.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't appear that going on your knuckles gives you much of an advantage over somebody that can go off their hand.
Yeah.
Like your hand and with your fingers splayed gives you much more stability and control. Whereas, like we said, the knuckles is such a sort of, it's a bigger room for error, because your base of support is smaller.
Yeah. But it does shorten the range.
It does shorten the range of motion. So I'm not taking away from that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if you look at what he could do on his hands versus what he can do on his knuckles, he seems to be at a huge disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
He definitely went slow.
He went slow.
Yes. They gave him some no reps I saw in the video.
Really?
So,
the judge gave him no reps.
He was right on the edge of that line.
Yeah.
So at least his right has got really short forearms then.
So there's also the rule in the rule book about physical limitations, and I think we joked about this the other day when we were talking about Sam Briggs not blocking out
the elbow.
Yes.
Sorry.
So in weightlifting, you can tell the judges that you have a funny elbow or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they go, cool, go for it.
So it says in the CrossFit rulebook, certain athletes with physical limitations in a specific range of motion may be granted exemption in CrossFit's sole discretion. Such instances are extremely rare and will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. So he's basically got a physical limitation in this range of motion.
So maybe it cancels out.
So maybe they
Number
will
one.
allow it.
I think physical limitation is a broad concept.
Yeah.
I think that should be explored more, because is a physical limitation by virtue of a birth defect / injury, or is a physical limitation that your anatomy doesn't allow for you to reach the movement standard?
Yeah.
So like
that's very broad.
Justin might have naturally more mobility in his ankles than I do.
Yes.
And that's just that.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing I can do about it. He's just a bit more flexible.
So if you have inflexible ankles that can't bend and you can't squat below parallel, they're not going to say that's a physical limitation.
No, they're going to say work on your squats.
Work on your squats.
Heppner's work on his forearms.
So I don't know. Let's play that game. Matt, do you think they're going to allow his score on his fists?
Judging by the way that HQ is, it's they're loose cannons, so it's actually we don't know. But I'll say no. Let's say no.
You're going to say no?
For fun.
I'm going to say no.
Hey.
Justin went negative.
I also think no. I don't think they're going to allow his score. I think it's uncommon and it shortens the range of motion.
Yeah.
And it's not a physical limitation. It's just he's got short forearms.
Okay, let's explore this. If there was a 1 rep max squat snatch and we had an athlete squatting below parallel, but purposefully kept the heel off the ground. So just like many people did their pistols now in 20.4, on their toes, below parallel, heel glaringly not in contact with the ground. I don't know if it's even a fair comparison. Maybe it's a stupid example, but it's you're manipulating how you're performing the movement based on a limitation. I mean, I'm saying that he's going to get called on this. Yeah. But I also feel like it falls within a case-by-case basis.
Yeah. So then they'll sit down and they'll be like, oh yeah, cool.
I think it's going to come down to, do we want negative publicity or positive publicity?
Yeah. Do we want people doing it on their fists in future?
Yes. But do they even sit down anymore?
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah, we don't. But do they even sit down anymore?
I think they probably like on big things like this, they probably just send it up to Dave Castro and they call him and they say, "What do you think, Dave?"
Jacob Heppner's a smart guy, man. He's opened a can of worms here.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine we were HQ, we're debating, we're running around in circles.
We're sitting now. We don't know what to do because we're gonna get Reddit and the world angry.
So this podcast comes out on Tuesday. The sanctions and the things normally come out on Thursday. So Matt's gonna ask our fans on Instagram: Do you think they'll allow Jacob's handstand push-ups? Let us know. Do you think they'll allow it or not?
Tell us,
and we'll see how right or wrong you are, and all of us.
Reply to us, you serial repliers.
Serial replies. Okay, so that's international 20.3, local 20.3, SA News. Tammy Robinson, who we hadn't really heard of too much before this year.
Yes.
But I think she lives in Dubai or something.
We should host a meet and greet. Nobody in South Africa knows her.
No, she should come and visit us. She probably supports the Springboks though.
She must. Can Tammy please take a picture of you with your passport and a banana on your shoulder and send it to us? Kealan does listen to us, everyone. He gave us a little confirmation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kealan.
Thank you, Kealan.
Thanks, Kealan. So Kealan sent us a message on Instagram with a picture of a banana emoji.
Yes.
So he listens.
And a winky face.
A winky face. Yes. What's a winky face?
Like a wink.
Oh, a picture of a winky.
A picture of his winky.
I thought you meant a face with a winky coming up the forehead.
No, he didn't send us his winky. It's just a wink.
Just a wink.
Yeah. So Tammy, Mariska Smith, is that the rugby sevens girl?
No, that's Nikita, isn't it?
No, you're talking about Nadine.
Nadine.
Russ.
Okay, so
Paul Russ's daughter.
Paul Russ's daughter. Yes.
Everything just matches up with just.
I live in a simple world, guys. Everybody comes from somewhere.
Nice. So I don't know her either. Where's she from? Do you follow her on Instagram?
Mariska Smith. I do not have a face to her name.
But he bet you he follows it.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, everyone I look at.
Yeah.
Guys,
Justin's under there.
Let me check right now.
Please check.
Check right now.
Let's check. Let's see what she looks like.
So only 2 people finished. Tammy and Mariska, and then Leva and Engelbrecht. I'm not familiar with her either.
The only Tammy I'm familiar with is Tammy Taylor.
Tammy Taylor. Mm-hmm. We're going to get her on the show one day.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know Leva and either. And then in South Africa, with a massively quick score, Kealan Henry. 7:44. He was 14 seconds faster than anybody else.
Did this bump him to leader? Or is he tied?
He's the leader.
Is he the leader?
Yeah.
No. Yes, it's bumped him to leader. He was tied last week, wasn't he?
Yes. Because Jason finished 5th. Jason got 8:26 and Kealan got 7:44. And then second was AJ Visser, who's come good in this workout.
Yeah. Well done, AJ.
He did great. Yeah. That was quite an incredible score there.
He's been hovering like in the top 5. Top 5 for most of these workouts. So now he's got a second. So that should bump him big time. And then also Mick Stuckey. Where's he come from? Also come from nowhere.
I don't know, Mick.
Was he in the top 10 in the previous workouts?
So Mick didn't do the Open 6 months ago.
Oh yeah.
I think, well, for me that was, I'm not sure what the story was behind that.
Maybe he was injured.
It could have been. It was around the time when there was a lot of questions around the Open and the whole structure changing. I think some athletes just made a very sort of flash decision and said, we're going to just take a step back, get strong and watch what's going on. You know? Yeah. He could have been one of them.
Yeah.
So he wasn't on the leaderboard 6 months ago.
Okay, so he's done well. 8:11 and then 8:14, our very own Justin Swart.
Cool.
Sure. So a 4th is a good finish there in that one. And then Jason in 8:26.
Oh, Jason, hanging in there.
You improved in your redo. Jason.
I did. I improved by 7 seconds.
Ah, good. So,
Matthew always laughs. He asks me, so just how did it go? And I said, I shaved 1 second. And he asks me, he says, was it worth it? And I said, well, I don't know until I log my score on the leaderboard.
We'll know at the end of this round.
in this case, it wasn't.
In this case, it wasn't.
If you added 7 seconds, you still would have won.
Yeah.
I mean, came fourth. Yeah.
I think it's a game of seconds, reps, and inches. When it's in your favor, you will always be thankful.
Yes.
And when it's not,
look, it's something that you got to do. You can't just leave it.
Of course, you can't. You'll never know.
Yeah.
Guys, just to get back to your previous question, I do not follow Mariska Smith,
but
as of now, I do.
Yeah.
And I competed against her at Battle of the Beast. She was in the Akestad team.
Okay.
That's what she looks like.
Hi, Mariska.
Hello. We should tag her in this. Maybe she will get a new follower.
Do a live tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we'll tag Mariska.
Kealan is showing us consistency.
Yes.
The 3 workouts. He's made it past the line of dropouts.
Yes.
So what will we see next week? Well, this week.
Well.
Is he hanging on?
Is he hanging on? Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Well, we haven't even told people what 20.4 is.
No. But okay, well I was just saying because we're talking about him. He's that's 3 weeks in. He's held on.
Yeah.
Usually they fall off after 2, I think.
Like normally when you get people who you haven't heard of before do well in one workout, and you're like, okay, maybe that was his wheelhouse. But Kealan's held on really well through 3 workouts, so there's no reason to believe he's not going to hold on for 2 more.
Impressive.
Yeah, so we could have a new South African champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be the first time in 5 or 6 years that Jason doesn't win.
There's pressure on Jason.
We should send him a South African speedo.
Yes.
Yes.
From Beanbag, the brand.
Like Faf.
Yes.
Like Faf.
Faf was marketing that thing hard last night.
Yes, Faf was shaking Prince Harry's hand with in his unnies.
I saw Frans Steyn trying to get Prince Harry to do a down with him.
Yes, I saw that.
Frans Steyn was like, look me in the eye, we're going to go, we're going to do it. And Frans Steyn goes for it and Harry just has a sip. Sounds like my kind of guy.
He looked right over his shoulder though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. What is the other really big sports news right now? Huh?
I don't know, some games of...
Yeah, there was a huge game on yesterday.
Yeah, I don't
People
know.
were going nuts
I
in the
don't watch
streets.
that soccer stuff.
I was sitting in the Baby Expo watching it.
Okay.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
The Baby Expo or the rugby?
The rugby.
Yeah, it was good.
The Springboks were absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was a good game. I think it was a bit scrappy, as all finals are.
Yes, I feel like everybody that left South Africa recently are on a plane back to South Africa.
Everyone's feeling good.
Just because of the Springboks, yeah.
I'm returning. #
Yes.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Yeah. The last little funny bit of 20.2.
Yes.
I showed you guys the video of that guy with the Christian Lauber.
I could not believe it.
You saw that, Matt?
No,
Christian
what?
Lauber. There was a guy in 20.2. He didn't have a skipping rope.
Oh yes.
He was just swinging the handles around.
Yeah. But then he's still like, what? There is a rope. How
Yes,
you just got
I'm
this
just
really
fast.
thin. Yeah.
Fast. So he picks up 2 handles and he starts skipping. He's just spinning handles.
He's putting his wrists basically.
Yes. No skipping rope.
I mean, these oaks must wake up in the morning and say, how can I undermine this whole system?
Yeah.
Hey, get a kick out of being anti-establishment.
And I think he deleted the videos then.
Yes,
all
he
his
deleted
videos
all his
online.
videos.
So like he's just disappeared now.
Yeah, you
But
probably got
there's-
some death threats for that. Yeah?
Because Adam Klink shared it and he's quite big.
Yes.
So,
Krypton.
Adam Klink's got like a massive back squat. I think that's what I saw on Instagram once. I was like, oh, this guy seems pretty cool. And I
He's
followed
legit.
it.
No.
Yeah.
And he finally trained his Ben.
Yeah.
But like of all the things to do in that workout, like if I was going to be a scallon, I'd take some smaller dumbbells and just write 22.5 on there.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But why do you take funny no skipping
I was
rope?
asked that question
Air double
about
unders.
the wall balls. If you think about it, like there's many boxes where you can't see
the numbers.
the numbers. And even
Yeah.
if you can see the number,
Yeah.
you're not weighing the ball on camera.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So that would be like the easiest way
Yeah.
to manipulate
So
it.
this guy's like, no, guys.
No one's going to notice
No
this.
one's going to notice my double-ended.
This is crazy. This is just like with Trevor Buckmeyer who just did the loop of his 10 rounds in his workout. He
Yes.
looped it on a video and then they caught him. But what sucks is everyone forgets about it.
Yes.
You know, like they've just forgotten about Trevor.
Well, not you.
No, I've not forgotten about
You
it.
have been
I'm
talking about
waiting
Trevor
for-
every day since it happened.
I know where he lives. I know everything about him. His kids' names.
But listen, this guy that took the handles and no rope.
Yeah.
He was still jumping.
Yes, he was still
So
jumping.
he was still getting tired.
He was doing the same amount of work.
I mean, let's be honest. A double under's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Like you don't trip. I didn't trip in the whole workout.
So therefore, if you did the same thing,
Yes.
the fatigue level should be consistent.
Yes, I get the same score.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it in class. You come up to me, Courts, how's it? Double unders. Well,
What's your new tip for me today, Court?
just don't trip, guys, and do that without a rope. So just you've put this little note in here into our show notes about Emma Cary.
Yeah.
Is that someone you follow on Instagram also?
So as of right now, I do.
Yeah. He's just followed 5 people in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm just expanding my network, hoping that this podcast will get some traction one day.
We're going to get a follow back.
Yes.
Yeah. So Emma Cary there.
So her bio on Instagram says, "I do everything humbly for the glory of God."
Yeah.
2019 fittest teen on earth in the 14 to 15 division.
Okay.
She then has a gold medal.
Yeah.
And she is a client of M2 Performance Nutrition.
Yes, when you're 15 years old, you can eat whatever you want and you won't get fat. You just go wild. You don't need to follow performance nutrition.
Well, M2 is obviously
like
getting some good traction here.
No hangovers.
And she has been making some massive headway on the RX female leaderboard.
Yeah.
And not only there, but worldwide, I think she finds herself in the top 20.
Yeah, she was top 10 after 2 weeks. She was in 8th place.
And she's only 16 years old.
And we don't know
No,
the
I lie.
scores.
She's 15 years old.
Yeah.
And we don't know the most recent score because now the number of the weight at the end is really heavy.
Yes,
so it'll be interesting to see what she can clean.
If she can clean that last weight, it'll be pretty impressive.
That's crazy, man.
How's the food on the shelves in America? Is it genetically modified or what?
Yes, definitely.
Because this is, I mean, okay, all jokes aside, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And it echoes, I think, a similar story to that of Hayley Adams.
Yes.
Who we are now all familiar with and placed 6th at the CrossFit Games.
Was she? Oh, she was in the top 10.
Top 10, yeah.
You're right.
So she's still, what, 18,
so she's
19
still
years old?
around.
Yeah.
And
look, we've seen this before though.
We've seen it before.
Yes, I know
we
you're
saw Matt knows what I'm going to say. Lauren Fisher.
Lauren Fisher.
She was the teen sensation, and she
and
felt bad.
And then she started dating.
She started dating Rasmus.
Rasmus.
And that's when it all went
and
south.
that was it.
Yeah, she's wasting her time making that ex-army.
Look, I think they pushed her too hard.
Yeah.
And then she burnt out, she got injured, and she went team after her debut. And I think go take it slow with these teens.
Yeah.
Tell us about the teens that you're involved in coaching.
At Cape CrossFit, we have 3 promising female teens. We have Brady Finkel, Regan Finkel, and Ashton Finkel, who haven't even really been in CrossFit for about a year just yet.
Yeah.
And
I think they also did F45.
They did a little bit of F45.
Yeah. And when they left, it closed down.
It closed down, that is true. And essentially, they are doing really well on the female leaderboard. We have Brady in 59th position, Regan in 62nd, and Ashton in 158th.
Yes.
This is on the worldwide.
Worldwide.
What you're saying now.
South Africa.
In South Africa.
South Africa, yes. I mean, sorry, South African, not their age groups.
The open, like all the ladies in South Africa, basically.
Yeah, and what's quite incredible is that, let me just get this mouse going the right way. We have Brady at age 19, Regan at 17, and Ashton
is 16, I think.
Ashton's 15. I talked to her father yesterday.
Yeah.
Glenn.
Yeah.
And
pretty much the same age as Emma Cary, roughly.
Yeah. Which is why I thought it'd be cool for us to bring it home and kind of like talk about where we are at on that front in that age division.
Yeah.
I think most notably right now, Regan's doing really well in that she's leading the South African roster, and we're encouraging them to put their best performances together each week.
Yeah.
Because of course we know that is it the top 200 in the age group
qualifiers.
They get to do another qualifier, and then from there, top 10 go to the games. You know, so for me, I find this super inspiring and incredible because I'm sure you guys would agree. We all found CrossFit around 23, 24 years old, and now with the sport becoming as professional as it has, you would argue that starting at that age is a little bit too late. You know, you got to get involved at the age 13, 14, 15 if you hope to be a superstar
Yeah.
one day. And what's so fantastic is the level of professionalism that these girls bring to the table. They're training twice a day, every day, super positive. And I think that we should mention them now because you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
they're
you
going to be successful one day.
So you got to follow them on Instagram, listeners. They have a joint Instagram account, Finkel Fitness.
That's right,
Is that
Courtney.
right?
Yeah, I think so. Finkel. That's their surname. So Finkel Fitness is the three of them, and sometimes featuring their mom and dad, who are also very fit people.
Glenn and Yale.
Yeah, Glenn and Yale.
Cool, super
Yes.
fit.
Super fit,
It's a
yeah.
fit fam.
I think Glenn and Yale did cycling before.
Yes,
So-
they actually did quite I'm sure if you asked them to tell their story, it wasn't only cycling. I think that was their main passion. But
Yeah.
if you go back in their history,
Yeah.
they've done lots of sport competitively.
Yeah. So like I've done lots of workouts with Yale, and when there's a assault bike workout, she's just a machine. Yeah, she's really good at that.
Leaves Courtney in the dust.
Yeah, jeez.
You can hear Glenn on our sister podcast.
The Outcome
The
podcast.
Outcome
Match-
podcast, yes,
Yes,
yes.
match
The
it.
one that also helps you with your tax returns.
Yes.
Yeah, I think one day we'll have a whole nother show about training for young people, because there are a lot of teens at Cape CrossFit.
Yes.
To be fair, not just the Finkels. Obviously, they're the most competitive ones, but there's probably close to 20 teens that train
Yes.
with Sasha mainly, and then also with yourself and Chris.
Yes.
So I think one day we'll talk about that as well. What I wanted to say about the Finkels in particular, we're talking about them, is the quality of movement is good. So like I was saying about Lauren Fisher earlier, some of these young people have got pushed into trying to lift heavy quickly, trying to get up to massive numbers, trying to work out quickly, trying to get pull-ups before they can do strict pull-ups and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I think when you watch the Finkels work out, because they come to class with us quite often, the movement quality is really top notch, and I think that keeps you healthy for longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's important to get the movement culture right with
Yeah.
these kids, so they realize that they're only going to ever make it to the top injury free.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen before. I mean, your knee, my back, Andrew's knee. It could take you out for up to 6 months, and it can stunt your career. There are ways and means of working on your weaknesses, but I mean, let's face it, you don't want to have to be making excuses for why you can't squat clean 170 on the world stage.
Yes.
You want to be at the top also, and cleaning like Brooke Wells does.
Oh, terrible technique.
Yeah, bad technique, and handstand push-ups look funny and all that.
Yeah. A lot of Ben's athletes have funny technique. But that's a story for another day.
Absolutely.
We wanted to mention our friend of the show. Are we allowed to say friend of the show? Is it trademarked?
Oh, I don't know if it's
Trademarked. Where does this come from?
The
Talking Elite Fitness.
Oh, is it?
Well, they
Okay.
say it all the time. I don't know.
Chommie of the show.
Chommie of the show. Give it a South African spin.
So our Chommie of the show, AJ, he's doing a bit of a fundraiser because he's qualified in first place. Actually, he's the winner of the qualifiers for the Elfit competition in Bahrain in December.
Isn't that read Elf It?
It's good.
It's a Christmas competition.
It's a Christmas
Who's the fittest
competition.
elf?
Who's the fittest elf? Yeah, it's possible. Justin's always thinking outside the box.
It's that time of the year.
So it's in Bahrain in December.
It's the only thing in Bahrain.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure what else is in Bahrain.
Where is Bahrain?
I'm not sure.
Could be South America.
I think, if you fly Qatar, do you stop in Bahrain?
Mm.
If you fly
I
Emirates,
really
you stop in
don't know.
Dubai. And if you fly Qatar, I think you stop in Bahrain. That's like one of the only reasons to go to Bahrain, except for the Elfit competition.
Yes.
Yeah, so AJ's going there in December. He's qualified.
AJ's being absolutely left field with this one.
This is straight out of nowhere.
You know?
I've never heard about
There
it.
must be, maybe he'll message
Yeah,
us.
well, the messages and let us know. But
It's near Egypt, right?
it's possible. It's in the Middle East. Yeah, so it's all in the same sort of area.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's got a passion for pyramids and sphinxes. Yes.
Maybe.
Did you say
Use it.
I said sphinxes.
Sphincters. The passion for sphincters.
Oh my goodness.
AJ's gonna have to let us know. Passion for sphincters.
We gotta clear this up.
Oh man. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, back to reality. He's doing a fundraiser and he's selling raffle tickets, and you can win stuff from Dark Performance Apparel and B Aesthetics, which are also two Justin sponsors.
Yes.
There we go. So keep talking about.
You know, AJ, you take this one. I'll wait 6 months for the companies to recover, and then they can sponsor me
So
too.
the next raffle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And the last time I bought a raffle ticket was at Sunday school at the fair.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
bought one for my kids. At school. Yeah,
Is it?
fresh. You know,
Really?
$10 for the thing.
There we go.
What did you buy? Did you?
It's just £10 raffle
can you
ticket.
win?
For, it doesn't say.
Matthew just bought it to make his son happy.
It's funny. It didn't say.
Don't you worry, my boy. I'll buy a raffle ticket. In fact, how many raffle tickets are there? I'll buy all 100.
You win nothing.
It just says lots of great prizes or something.
Lots of great prizes.
I haven't heard
to be made up later.
I don't think I want.
He's gonna get a hug. Okay, so go to AJ's Instagram and DM him.
What is his Instagram handle?
AJ Visser.
As it AJ
Hang
Visser.
on. Let's talk about the prizes. So,
the prizes there.
Dark Performance Apparel is sponsoring a pair of shorts, and B Aesthetics is sponsoring a pair of Herd grips.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Some pretty decent quality prizes there.
Yeah. So I don't know what the raffle price is, but it's probably more than £10. The entry fee is probably more than Matt's son's school one.
School one.
Yeah. So go to AJ's Instagram. Okay. Main topic for the day, 20.4.
Yeah.
You have to get your calculator out to tell us what this workout is, Just.
Okay.
Do you remember?
20.4.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds.
Yes, if you can give me a few more than 30 seconds, I'll get it right this time.
Turn the
Not like the last
podcast
time.
off. You can't make it.
Okay, it starts with the 30 box
Yes,
jumps.
30 box jumps, straight into 15 clean and jerks, back to another 30 box jumps, another 15 clean and jerks. I will go through the weight changes in a bit. Another 30 box jumps, into 10 clean and jerks, into 30 single-legged squats, also known as pistols, into another 10 clean and jerks, 30 pistols, 5 clean and jerks, 30 pistols, 5 clean and jerks.
Yeah.
Time.
And the weight goes from very light to cuck heavy.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
On a 24-inch box for guys, 20-inch for girls.
Was that 60 and 40?
Let's just talk.
That's correct. 60 and 40. We'll
Metric.
talk South African lingo.
Yeah.
Bar starts at 43, moves to 61, then 84, straight to 102, 125, and then finishes off with the mammoth 143.
Yeah. So that's for the men.
That's for the men.
And for the women, the bar is obviously lighter.
Yes.
Starts at 65, which is
65,
34 kilos, I think.
34, 52,
66.
65.
Yeah,
65.
I think it's 65. And then it moves up to 80 kgs.
Yeah.
And then after that, 93. Which, I mean, I'm sure you're going to bring this up, Court, knowing you, but we had girls touching going.
Yes, the last bar.
The last bar.
Yeah, which
I
is
mean,
ridiculous.
can you?
Yeah.
Did we see anybody touching going the 143 bar?
No, I didn't touch,
Did you see how many people did we see lifted?
I didn't even touch the 43 bar. The first time.
I have tried to touch and go back in the day at a competition. I tried to touch and go 140 squat clean.
Really?
It didn't go well.
Jeepers.
I know.
I got 130,
Yeah.
and I was very close to hitting the 140.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah. Look,
that was not having done 180 conditioning reps prior.
Yes.
So to see anyone do that, I'm gonna say, well, let's have a vote. Who's your guy? I'm gonna say Bronny Slaw can do it.
Oh.
He can touch and go it.
Oh,
yes.
If there's anybody out there that you think could rival him,
Tola.
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 Okay.
Ah, yes.
Who do you think?
You've taken all the big boys out of
Yeah. You got to think
it.
of just a generic big man.
Generic big man.
I think Noah could do it.
I think so.
No.
I think Noah can do it. Whether he chooses to do it or not.
Or were you saying 5 reps? Because then it's
No. I don't mean touch and go all 5. I
Just
mean
2.
I mean
Just 2.
more than one.
More than one.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Fraser and
Yeah.
Scott Panchik.
Because you can narrow it down because you guys think
Yeah.
about their guys clean really well and they're quick.
Yeah.
So it's all a matter of putting straight under on
Spencer
that sector
Panchik.
one.
Spencer.
He might be.
Is he good at that?
He's
Yeah.
the one that went head to head with Noah, wasn't it? At the
Yeah.
games.
What was that? 90 kilos. Quick. The judge. What's it called, man?
The elimination round.
Elimination round.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was 90 kilos though, and then went into some.
Oh, that's a lot lighter than 143.
Yeah.
No,
But-
sure.
But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So basically, you do a lot of box jumps. You do 90 box jumps and 90 pistols. And then the clean and jerks go 2 sets of 15, 2 sets of 10, and 2 sets of 5. So the clean and jerks get lighter. It was a fun workout, actually.
Yeah, it was a really
fun.
cool workout.
Long time cap.
I would recommend having a wall timer in front of you though to know where you are.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those WODs. I don't know if you guys would agree, but I did it without a wall timer, and I was like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I should be, and relative to what's coming, these big heavy bars, I don't know how much time I think I'm gonna need.
Were you just running off your phone?
I was just running off a WOD-proof timer, yeah.
Oh shit.
And I found that to build anxiety in the workout a lot. So I'm gonna definitely change that element on Monday.
Well, definitely for someone like you who's trying to obviously finish and get to certain checkpoints, whereas me and Courts are just going until this hits.
Yeah, sure.
Until they kick this out. So this is the time caps in the workouts so far this year have been 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 9 minutes, and 20 minutes.
Ooh.
So there's only been one workout under 10 minutes, and 2 of them have been 20 minutes. Really, really long. The Open is not normally this long.
No, I like those 20-minute ones.
Which means the last one's going to be 3 minutes.
3 minutes of thrusters.
Because look at that rep scheme, 15, 20, 9, 23.
Oh, you're right.
So the next one, jeez, look at that. 15, 20, 9, 20.
Is it 6 now?
It could be
6.
Oh, jeez. 15, what's it? 15, 9, 6. Is that how it goes?
No.
No, I'm just saying, if you look at that number scheme.
Yeah. I thought we were going 15, 9,
yes.
6.
Yeah, all could be
3.
3.
Or 3.
Yeah.
So the next one's going to be 3 minutes of max thrusters in 3 minutes.
Imagine that.
Cheapers. That's a terrible workout.
Burpees.
I mean, listen, we're being too idealistic here. It probably means nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, as always.
But I remember a couple of years ago when we had a 20-minute workout and everyone was like, this is the longest open workout ever. And I don't think that was too long ago.
That was 16.1, was it not?
Really?
I think it was 16.1.
So guys get deep, man. They were like adding the whole things up and comparing it to the previous year.
Yeah.
Like the whole year, you were actually working out for 40 minutes. The previous year, you're working out for...
For this year, we've worked out for a long time. We've already worked out for 20, 40, 55, 64 minutes.
What if the last workout is 30 ring muscle ups for time?
Oh jeez, I hope there's a 20-minute time cap.
Because that was in the games? It was in the games at the end, and it was in the previous games too.
Yes.
As an individual event, the final it was a piece of the final in this last.
I hope for that. I'm gonna beat Zita terribly. She's gonna go down.
Courtney's rival at the moment.
Yeah.
In 3 minutes, establish max chest to bar pull-ups.
Oh no. That'll be 5. 5 for me. Yeah.
If you come off the bar, it's
done.
unbroken.
Oh, unbroken. So tell us about your first attempt, Jess, besides not having a timer.
I would say I didn't know what to expect. Sometimes you can watch the live announcement and get a good idea of where you might place relative to that.
Mm-hmm.
But given the nature of the workout, in that it requires a certain element of balance and accuracy in the box jumps, balance and accuracy in your execution with regards to the clean and jerks.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to put a finite number on where you think you're going to finish.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine stressing yourself out saying, I'm going to finish in 18 minutes, and you're watching the timer and you're rushing your rest period, approaching the bar for the clean and jerks, and that could be the very thing that ruins your attempt. So I just said, listen, I'm just going to go in, I'm going to feel this workout out, I'm going to see how it goes. I'm not going to rush anything, and at the same time I'm going to clean when I feel ready.
Yeah.
And it worked out quite well for me. I got 3 out of 5 clean and jerks. I got under the 4th clean.
On the last bar.
Why
didn't you just touch and go then?
Yes.
At that point, I was breathing out of my sphinx. And to be honest, you walk out and you're like, was that good enough? You don't know, So at this, when you're at the top, like near the top of the leaderboard, and you're fighting for a top spot, it's hard to feel satisfied, because you don't really have much perspective. The only perspective we have is a guy like Ben Smith finishing it in sub 17 minutes.
Something,
And at the same time, that can be a bit demoralizing too. So I would say it went well, but I definitely feel like it's going to go better on Monday.
Yeah. I mean, look, we've got some big boys here. If we look at the scores that have been released worldwide,
yes,
Royce Dunn is a big, strong man. He's known to be a really strong guy. He got 17-16. Nick Uranka, also big strong man.
That's Nick could be the 143
touch and go.
Touch and go
he could have been your guy.
Yeah.
I think Nick Uranka, if you check his age,
Yes, he would probably lead in his
he
the next division.
A good contender against Jason Smith if the two of them were to go Masters.
Yes. So Nick Uranka, big strong man, got 1742. So there's some big names, big strong names who just about finished. Oh, Cody Anderson, 1945.
Oh, nice.
Cody's
He's
big into his lifting lately.
Yeah. Very cool.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Do you see Adam Klink there? I'm sure I saw him earlier today. Somewhere around here.
I don't know.
We'll have a look. Go up to the top again.
Yeah.
All the way to the top. No.
Don't know Adam. He hasn't put a score in yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's difficult to finish. Top score so far is 1630.
But the jump from, difficult to finish, but then we've got a 16, 17 and a 19.
Yeah.
So there's going to be lots of spread between the
possible.
16 guys.
Yeah.
I'm 16 to 19.
But how's this guy, Tony Ficini?
I
mean, look at his placings on 20.2.
Yeah.
And he comes in here with a 16:30 faster than Noah Olsen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch his video afterwards.
We'll send some HQ some messages.
Yeah.
I think he misread the final bar and put 134 on.
Yes. Yeah. So how do you finish? How do you get to finish?
You're saying what is the strategy?
Yeah.
I would say smooth and controlled on the box jumps and the pistols.
Yeah. Can you go faster on those? Do you want to go faster on those?
And what were the box jumps?
What were they? Bounding. I bounded all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say I could definitely back myself to go a bit faster, as in take more confidence into the workout.
Yeah.
And as a result, know that I don't need to hold back on any of the bars in between as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure going in if I was going to feel powerful enough to power clean and jerk the 125s.
Yeah.
And I did, which was quite a cool little personal victory for me at that point, because the power clean is not something that I have had a lot of success with up until now. So I just think with more confidence, I will naturally move a bit quicker through the workout, and then look at the wall timer and be like, cool, you got 5 minutes left, and then on those lifts.
So do you have the video of the previous? Oh, you obviously do.
Yeah.
So why don't you just make small benchmarks?
I'm going to.
Wow. So it's 2 reps you need to do, huh?
2 reps.
2 reps.
Yeah.
2 bloody reps.
Just small benchmarks of where you got to be, and then sorted.
100%.
You'll definitely, I reckon, you'll finish. Even if you didn't do that, Claney.
Yeah.
Oh, Kealan posted on Instagram, eh? You sent it to me?
Yes. He said, did I... How many times did I PB today? I think
0 times or 5
0
times?
or 5 or something like that.
So that means he either finished the last bar,
or
he got no reps on the last bar.
Yes.
But the picture he posted was him standing up the clean.
And it's a 143, I'm pretty sure, because it's got the 3 plates each side.
But now this is where, obviously Keelan's playing games here. Thanks, Kealan. But what I was going to say is that is the cool element with testing a clean and jerk. It's because it's once the clean's up, there's no guarantee you're going to get the jerk. The jerk requires quite a precise element of technical execution, you know. That dip and drive is so volatile, shoulder flexibility. It's cool. You know?
Look, just not knowing Kealan, just looking at his physique, he looks strong.
Yes.
So I don't think he'll have a problem cleaning the weight.
No.
So it's just the question is, did he jerk it 5 times?
He's like a French badger.
French badger, just strong.
Honey badger.
He never gives up. No fear. No fear, Kealan.
He's getting so much airtime.
Yeah.
The bugger.
Maybe he watched the Rugby World Cup final and he was so excited. He had so many beers to celebrate, and
he's not redoing
it. So we'll see. Let us know, Kealan. Message us. Matt, your workout. How did it
go? Not bad. I finished the 100 kilos. And then I got to 14 pistols after that.
So you did 30 pistols and 14?
Yes, so I guess it's a PB because I haven't done any pistols on my bad leg. And I managed to do it.
And
very slow pistols.
How did you feel when you woke up this morning?
Fine, a little bit tight, but it's muscle.
Okay. Good.
So I iced it last night and
good.
Yeah, it went well. I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought I wasn't going to get one. I was just going to do one on the right hip.
And then we had our good old teammate Andrew Munich.
Yes,
in the back corner.
Talian said he's not going to be able to do one either.
He also had a knee surgery, but a serious knee surgery.
Yes, his knee was kind of like peeled open, like peeling open a banana.
If Matthew's meniscectomy on a scale of 1 to 10, he had a vasectomy at the same time. Terry just spoke to the doctor. was like a 3 out of 10. 3 being on the side of minor.
Yes.
Andrew's was like a 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Andrew's knee, as you said, it sounded like he had it peeled open. They pulled the patella off.
Yeah.
You know, did a couple of things.
Fucking knocked things around.
And knocked it back on like sand on a sandcastle. You know?
Yes, and they closed it up and like, you're good to go, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, it was so bad that after about 6 weeks, Andrew showed me his knee and he said, Justin, listen, I can't straighten my leg. I said, Andrew, that's a problem. Especially for someone that wants to get back to Olympic weightlifting.
Yeah.
So he went back to the doctor and they looked at his knee and he said, yeah, we're going to have to put you under again.
Oh,
There's something wrong here. So they put him under again. They blixed that knee straight one time.
They moved the putty around.
Yeah. They probably hit him with a mallet or something. And Andrew said to me, Justin, you know, this open's been going really well, but I don't think I can do a pistol on my right leg. So I said, Andrew, you probably shouldn't do a pistol on your right leg, given that you haven't done it in training.
It's good advice from a trainer.
You know, you have to get through 90.
Yeah.
You know, he said, Justin, I'm not taking your advice, and I'm going to try regardless.
Yeah.
But if it feels bad, I'll stop. Andrew proceeded to get through 60 pistols.
Yes.
And clean and jerked 3 to 4 reps at 125.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what
The
I was
little
seeing.
fucker called me when in the first set of pistols. Hey, how's the guys are going? And I looked at him. I was like, oh, no, yeah. And he just finished it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Andrew, he's got a strong mind.
He's got a strong mind.
I think he pushes through the pain a lot.
100%. He put about 6 knee sleeves on.
Jeez.
And
he's bouncing out there.
yeah.
So it's quite impressive for all you little injured boys to get through that. So you happy, Matt?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Jerks must have been easzy for you.
Yeah, the weights didn't feel. I'm really happy with that actually. The weights wasn't a problem.
Power, everything.
Yeah, power or I think if if this was 4 months ago, definitely maybe even finish the 124s.
For sure, I would have backed you to finish that and
then
get right up to the point of 143.
I would have got to 143, and then that would have been, if I cleaned that would have been my PB. My PB is 143.
I would have paid
been
money.
Like, oh my god!
I would have paid money to see Matt under that bar, and potentially passing out on the gym.
Hitting the PB at the end of that. Well, like equally the PB at the end.
Anything you can clean, you can jerk.
You can jerk.
Yeah,
can jerk.
It's a bit sad. We didn't even see Lisa doing her antics on the bar this time around.
She would have done well at this workout.
Yeah, she would have.
Good at pistols?
Yes, I think she can bang out some pistols.
Yeah,
and her cleans are great.
She's going to have trouble for the rest of her life with pistols. Once you injure your ankle, it stays like that forever.
Yes, Lisa's someone that we know
ask
that she's injured her ankle.
Oh, you've got an ankle injury?
She's known to be really strong.
You buggered up your ankle, I buggered up my ankle. Yeah. So almost everybody's done it.
It's just a stupid sprain that I never healed back, and now you can feel it. It's all like tight and mushy.
Yeah. Your ankle, it stays like that for a long time. You can obviously do pistols, but it's just tight. You have to warm it up forever.
Yeah, so it's made me become one of those guys Justin was talking earlier, where you come up on your front of your toe.
Yes.
I mean, I can pistol fine, but it just doesn't.
Did you use lifters yesterday?
No.
Did you use lifters, yes?
I did. I transitioned halfway through the workout.
Put them on.
Sat down, thought about life for a bit, put my shoes on, and then I got into beast mode.
No.
A little breather.
Yeah.
There we go. So you could have saved 10 seconds there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I just don't think doing 90 bounding box jumps in a pair of lifters is a good idea.
Yeah.
And your workout?
So tell us, Courtney. We are dying. We are dying to know.
The fans want to know. So I wore lifters, but I got these kind of like squishy, kind of hybrid CrossFit kind of vibe lifters from one of our friends, Richard Ablett. He gave them to me a couple of months ago, and I thought I'm going to wear them because, like you guys know, like I used to do weightlifting, so my lifters are serious lifters. They're like heavy. They must weigh like a kilo each.
Clunky things.
Yeah, they're clunky. They're made out of wood and plastic and heavy things. So I wore these other lifters, and also what helped is I didn't jump. I did all step ups, which was actually really fast. So that's my top tip for everybody. Like there were people next to me doing box jumps. And I think if you're an average athlete doing box jumps, you get really tired after 30 reps.
Yeah.
But 30 step-ups, it's just like climbing the stairs. It's pretty easy. So I did the step-ups, and I did 30 pistols, which I was quite happy about. Like I said,
Oh, you're not a pistol man.
not a pistol man. Just
No.
because of that sprained right ankle.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to get through the pistol, so I wore the lifters just in case, and I don't think I actually needed them. I think I would have done fine without them.
Yeah, I reckon you would have done. Your
Yeah.
mobility is like perfect.
So it was okay.
Especially your squats.
Yeah, so I got through the 30 pistols, and then there was like a minute left, and I made the mistake of thinking, I'm not going to power this 102, I'm going to clean it. I'm going to do a full clean. Because I thought, no, a full clean will be better because I'm quick under the bar.
Yes.
There's no way I'm going to miss it. If I try, I thought, okay, I'm tired. If I try and power 102, there's a chance I might miss it.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to miss getting under a 102 full clean. So I got under it and I couldn't stand it up. So my legs were buggered. So I just finished on 30 pistols. But I'm happy. I
Oh,
finished
nice.
30 pistols. I didn't think I was going to get through it.
That's awesome, man.
Because I had our friendly judge Matt Schiff. I didn't have a vicious judge.
Oh, did you have him again?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Friendly
He's
man.
there to hold your hand through it.
Did
Yes.
he give you some bro reps?
No. But I didn't need them.
So the step ups, I started jumping up and stepping down.
Jumping
And-
up and stepping down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So and my wife was next to me,
Yeah.
and we finished the same time, and she was stepping up the whole way.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, well,
What's the
my
point?
legs are burning. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna finish this workout anyway.
Yeah.
So I started stepping up
Yeah.
with her.
With her.
And,
No, that's very nice.
Do you know what I did? Holding hands.
and then we renewed our vows.
Do you know what I did in the first round?
What's
I stepped up and jumped down.
Yes.
Step up, jump down.
Diane wanted to try that as well. How did you
Fast,
find that?
really, really fast.
Mhm.
So do
Unbelievable.
that.
Yeah. I would think about it. Obviously, if you can bound 30 unbroken, that's obviously the fastest. But for the average person, stepping up, jumping down is so quick.
Do you think people would could still get like a 16 minutes with the step ups?
No,
You don't think
if
so?
you can bound the whole way, you got to bound the
You
whole
gotta
way.
bound it. You
So like for
reckon?
Justin, he's got to bound. But for the average person, you should step up and jump down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the forces are not that great because the contact time is longer when you jump down because you obviously stay on the ground.
Yeah.
It's not like you're bounding and you're trying to rebound off your Achilles all the time. So there was no impact and it was fine. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think it's great that it's funny how it occurs.
Yeah.
But when we're in classes,
Yeah. It's
no
jumping.
one's thinking I'm gonna step up, jump down. No
Yeah.
one's thinking I'm gonna jump up. Okay, people jump up, step down by virtue of standard movement, but it's like these little nuances that occur in the open
Yeah.
are quite interesting because you have a whole international community coming with their own spin on
Yeah.
what's allowed and what's disallowed.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice to see the sport evolving like that.
Yeah.
I think back in the day, a step up as opposed to a box jump wouldn't be factored in as part of the RX standard. And I think by doing that, they're making the workout more inclusive,
Yes.
but they're also opening it up to creativity.
Yeah.
And that I think that's what keeps CrossFit so exciting.
Yeah.
Is that there's not only one way to skin the cat,
Yeah.
unless you are doing skin the cats.
Yes. But now tell us now. You do the workouts on Fridays.
Yes.
You used to do them on Saturdays, I think. But
Yes.
Now you do it on Friday.
Correct.
And then you do it again on Monday.
Correct.
So it's quite a quick turnaround time.
Yes.
How do you get your recovery going for that turnaround time?
So, I mean, there's a number of ways. I think the most basic of ways is straight after the workout, get a little bit of a flush on.
Yeah.
So, jump on a machine, 5 to 10 minutes, do some ROM-WOD, maybe even have a massage with Janine van der Bio.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, I would go one step further and get like a deep tissue massage.
Yeah.
With Vovo. She rocks up at my place, brings a bed, sorts me out
Yeah.
with some good hot rocks and deep tissue massage.
Yeah.
Or if I don't have money and time for that, sometimes I'll just use like the Flow Pro 1 from B Aesthetics. Sometimes I'll just sit down, watch some like TV and just use what they would you call like percussion massage instrument and just like drill the quads.
Oh, it's
glutes.
like a gun.
It's like a tattoo gun.
Tattoo gun.
but it's got a ball
With
in
a
there.
ball in it.
Yeah, it's the best way to describe it. It's
Or a
like
jigsaw.
it's like a jigsaw,
Yes.
you know, and it works really well. And you know, if you enjoy massage but you can't afford it, or your spouse or wife, whatever, doesn't want to get her hands dirty, you've got to look after yourself.
People would say that's quite expensive though, this gun. Does it work out? It's like over time.
So they go for about 5,000 Rand.
Yeah.
And
it's an investment.
It's an investment. If you think so, there are some recovery centers around Cape Town that would charge you maybe 500 Rand for an hour of
a massage
with
of
it,
time,
or the
with
massage.
or without.
Do they use? I mean, would they use this in?
This would be considered like a tool. Yeah. It's becoming more modernized now. It's a feature that you can expect to see with most bios and physios.
So a massage is like $500.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So like let's say you feel like that's money we'd rather redirect elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You could make your money back if you were to have 2 massages a month. Your money back is made back quick.
So the cost of this gun is basically like 10 massages.
Pretty much.
And you can ask your wife or husband to do it for you.
There we go.
Look, I think you should probably share this with your friend, and then you'll get it back after 5 massages, which is not too bad.
It's a very good idea. I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty easy to clean, and it's portable.
It doesn't get dirty. It's just knocking your skin.
It's just
it's like the vibration is creating blood flow.
Yeah.
You know, so that's very important. It's also breaking down any sort of like stiffness that you might have.
Yeah.
Metabolites.
Okay. Well, now I'm interested, so I've opened up the website here and I'm reading 3,200 percussions per minute. That's much faster than your wife can punch you in the leg. Well,
that's debatable.
That's debatable. Yeah, so that's quite cool. 3,200, and it lasts for 4 hours per use, which is also much longer than your wife can punch you for.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, so that's cool. We must check that out. So we're gonna buy one together, Matt. After 5 massages, we'll have made a profit.
Yes. Okay.
Especially if we use our discount code.
Yes.
We'll save.
What is that, Justin?
NOREX 90.
No, don't. So we're gonna
put a 10 at the end for it to work.
NOREX 9010.
NOREX 10.
Yes, I've minus the 90.
NOREX 10 will give you 10% off.
What's that? That's 500 Rand.
That's immense.
That's a whole massage.
That is
Here
immense.
we go.
So we'll make our money back after 9 massages.
There we go.
And then we're going to sell it on Gumtree. Make even more money back.
Sell it for 5,500.
Yeah. So go and check that out, guys. That's on baesthetics.co.za. This thing doesn't even have a Baesthetics logo on it. I want the one that has a Justin Swart signature on it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, let me chat to Hamish and see what he can do.
I'm going to the contact us page and I'm typing that as an email to Hamish. I say, I want the Flow Pro.
I want his little face on the ball.
I want Justin's face on the ball. Yeah. Okay, so Hamish will sort that out for us. But yeah, that's all we have for today, I think.
That's it. No feedback.
No listener feedback.
No, we'd...
Guys, come on. I mean, we sit here for an hour, we put this content together. Can you put in a bit of effort?
Yeah, give us a little feedback.
I think they're scared because Justin ripped apart Mr. Anonymous last week. Everyone's, no, right to these guys. But guys, let us know, do you think Jacob Heppner will his handstands will be allowed or not allowed? And we'll see if you're right.
Or if Jacob Zuma is offended that he was the only president that didn't win a World Cup.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Anyone else named Jacob in your life? Yes, your gardener. Yes.
No. His name's Isaac. No. So, wait, if they get it right, are we going to send them a prize?
Yes, we'll send them a prize.
Yeah. What do we got in this room here?
Let's see.
There's a cap over here.
There's a cap.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We got some
nail polish.
Gel look essence.
Yes, you get gel look essence.
Hang on. What do we ask the guys to do?
If Jacob Heppner's handstands are going to be allowed.
Okay, so if they get it right, and we will select a winner, and then we will let you know in the next podcast what you won.
Yes,
what you won.
We got a week to figure it out.
We'll chat to our sponsors.
That, actually.
Maybe Sticky BBQ. We'll let them get a free meat and chips.
Maybe we'll steal a massage ball from behind the cupboard at Cape CrossFit.
Maybe Garmin will pull through.
So you never know. It could be a small prize, could be a big prize.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. All right.
Thanks, you
guys. You know where to find us. noresultsmedia@gmail.com. Instagram NoRex Podcast. Facebook probably similar.
It's the same.
Twitter @NoRex Podcast. Sign up to our mailing list.
Yes, please.
And we'll send
We've
you
got
emails.
some organics over there, which is great.
Oh, fantastic.
Organics.
Organics shampoo. Some organic sign-ups.
That's the prize. Organics shampoo. Yeah.
And that's
All right.
it.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.